What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron. We have a lot to get into today. We're here early. I think I might have scheduled it for 10:30. We're here 10 minutes early. I just need to push it back to get a video done. We're going to have a video dropping as soon as we're done here on stream. But how are we? We have a lot to get into today, man. We have a lot to get into today. We had Dalvin Cook signing with the Jets. We had Ezekiel Elliott signing with the Patriots. We have a billion things going on that I'm sure you guys have been waiting here patiently to hear me talk about. How are you guys doing? How is everybody? How are we? We got a bunch of dudes in here. Wow, we're already at like 100 people in here. God damn. Everyone leave a like. Helps the boy out a ton. What do we got? We got Good Intentions in here. We got Jay Peach. We got Henry Mudo. We got Nick in here. We got Brett. What do we got? We got Jeremy Showen in here. How are we? Did I already say Nick? We got C-Bank in here. How are we? How are we doing? Look, man, when you woke up this morning and you looked at the calendar, I hope that when you see August on your calendar, you think of one man and one man only. How are we? Mr. August, what's up? What's going on, Blake? How are we? We got JJD in here. What's going on, fellas? What's going on? We got C-Bank. We got CJ. Yo, dude, I'm doing good, my boy. We got Cole in here. We got Solar. Man, we got heads in here. Oh. I just went live. I was like, oh, we're at like 100. Now we're at 180. Oh, my goodness. How is everybody doing, man? You guys are going crazy. We got Trip Crown in here. Himmy Neutron. We got Inferno, man. That's an OG right there, Inferno, man. I know that name. We got Gas. We got Gas Pack. Ron is absolutely popping off on the algorithm because he literally is August. Dude, I went behind closed doors and I told him, I am August. Make sure the algorithm is right. Open me up some space. We got Jeremy Showen in here. We got Brett in here. Damn, we got heads in here. Oh, we'll get the S tier and goated names coming out very soon. But all right, so let's kind of talk through some of this Breece Hall and Ezekiel Elliott stuff, or I guess, Dalvin Cook and Ezekiel Elliott. So we have Dalvin Cook signing with the Jets. He signs, I believe it's a 1-year, $7 million deal with incentives up to 8.6. I could be wrong. He gets signed there. And I think it's very important to kind of talk through what we think about Ezekiel Elliott. I think this is actually a really good tweet where you can kind of see, what the hell, man? Yeah, this is Seth Walder on ESPN. So let's get some, oh, damn, we got a super chat. Would you take A.J. Brown and Eckler? Would you take A.J. Brown over Eckler and Kelsey if it hurts as a keeper? I would not. I would still take Eckler and Kelsey. All right, so let's put this on the screen. I don't know if I'm going to be doxing things, but here's where we're at on Dalvin Cook. And this is sort of what I feel like. This is Seth Walder. This is ESPN's data guy. He said Dalvin Cook's rush yards over expectation, RYOE per carry, and rushing yards over expected percentage from 2018 to 2022. And you can see that there is just a clear decline where he has been over expectation per carry every single year until last year. Last year's success rate was the worst. He's coming off the worst year of his career. He is a running back, or not the worst year of his career, but the worst year in probably like since his injuries. He is a running back who is now what, like 28? He's old. He's a little bit washed. Yeah, he's 28 at this point. We also have the news that Dalvin Cook is like also coming off an injury, just like Breece Hall, where he's coming off. What the hell was there was a shoulder injury that he's like not even cleared to practice yet, which is pretty concerning. I'm pretty much just looking through. Yeah, so Adam Schefter said Dalvin Cook is still at least a week away from being able to practice after ongoing shoulder surgery. In February, Cook's New York arrival will also be delayed due to the fact that he will become a first-time father any day now. What a weird thing to say, Schefter. So it'll be a bit before he's on the field. Now, this is a old running back coming off a shoulder injury. He has shoulder injuries all the damn time. I think like it's been like every year the last like 5 years he's had a shoulder dislocation. And then I also wanted to bring up kind of what so I follow a bunch of Jets guys in the media and kind of what they have been saying in terms of their expectation for him. Let's see. I'm looking for, I think it's Zach who I'm looking for. But pretty much saying that this isn't an indication of where Breece Hall, like Breece Hall didn't have any setbacks. This isn't an indication that Breece Hall is not ready to go. He said, okay, so Zach Rosenblatt, he's one of these Jets guys. He said, Dalvin Cook is not ready to practice. On July 30th, Robert Saleh said about Breece Hall that the Jets were expecting him back in a couple weeks. It has been a couple weeks, something to watch this week. He said the Cook signing is not necessarily an indication of where Hall is at his in recovery. He's still on track as far as I know. I think this is just so that they don't have to rush Breece Hall back from getting hurt. You're going to have Dalvin Cook, that's probably like the early down, like the early season starter. And then I would imagine he eventually gives way to Breece Hall. Like, it would just be absolutely shocking for Dalvin Cook to like hold on to a meaningful role by the time that Breece Hall is back. So this is sort of what it comes down to for me. On the median, it affects his median, right? Where like the average expectation, now the volume is a little bit split. And if Breece Hall, the same concerns still apply, right? If he's not the same after the ACL injury. And that's kind of the issue. Like, the floor and the ceiling are kind of the same for Breece Hall, where, again, the floor is he comes back from the ACL too soon. He's not the same guy. And he has, like, the J.K. Dobbins thing last year, where he can't even stay healthy. He can't even really shoulder a workload. And boom, he sucks. So you don't really, like, Dalvin Cook being in that situation doesn't really help or hurt him much. And then the upside case is that he is the guy we saw last year. He's a monster. He's ripping off long runs. He's super, super efficient. And in that scenario, Dalvin Cook doesn't hold him back a ton. Like, he's probably crushing. He's still getting the amount of volume he needs. This is a team that last year, like, they didn't show any, what do you want to say? They didn't show any allegiance to a certain running back, right? They drafted Michael Carter. They kicked him to the side for, like, Ty Johnson. They then went out and traded for James Robinson, and they used a decent draft pick on James Robinson in terms of running backs. James Robinson comes. He has no juice, and then they use Zonovan Knight as their lead back. So I don't think that, again, we're drafting Breece Hall for the hope is that, he sort of ramps up. Dalvin Cook is going to help with the ramp up. And then by like week 5, week 6, he's the Breece Hall that we've been sort of waiting for. And I don't know that Dalvin Cook limits much. Now, does he limit the absolute volume ceiling that Breece Hall could have had in the event that Dalvin Cook didn't sign? Sure. But with the ACL, I don't know that he was ever going to get 20 touches per game, right? This is a guy that we're just hoping for like 17, 16 plus touches per game. And he's so efficient and he's so good that really should be enough. Now, if we look last year at rushing yards over expected per attempt, and you have as well, how many carries did Breece Hall have? I suppose it was probably more like 96. Am I really misremembering how many carries Breece Hall had? But this is a really cool chart by Tej Seth. He worked at PFF at one point. Now he works for Sumer Sports. Yeah, so if we go 75 rushes is what Breece had. But you can see Breece Hall on this chart, he is right here. So we want these guys in these like top right area. Now, of course, like James Cook, Taysom Hill are like outliers, but you have Aaron Jones and Nick Chubb and Tony Pollard and a lot of like the best runners in the league, J.K. Dobbins, Khalil Herbert, Austin Eckler's in this area, right? And then you have Dalvin Cook all the way down here in like this pretty terrible zone. Again, this is rushing yards over expected. So just like what are you expected on a given rush per rush, and how much are you doing above that? And then you have EPA per rush, which expected points added is just how much are you helping over expected your team win games. So actually being impactful to winning football, getting first downs, moving the chains, doing crucial things, scoring touchdowns. Dalvin Cook is down here in this area of like Antonio Gibson. So this is just like purely between the tackles, like Alvin Kamara, Zach Moss. Jonathan Taylor was bad last year. You have like Kenyon Drake in this area, James Robinson, Michael Carter. Like, Dalvin Cook last year was not good. Like, he is all the way towards the bottom here where, yeah, he was like look here. Let me take this out. He was bottom, what is this? Like bottom 5 in rushing yards over expected per attempt. Like, he was not good last year. He was down here with like Melvin Gordon and Fournette and Zach Moss and Kenyon Drake. And he like wasn't good on a per attempt basis in terms of EPA per rush. Now he's coming off a shoulder surgery. He's 28 years old. I don't really think he caps the ceiling of a guy that we were betting on to be ultra efficient like he was last year and come out of the gates, week 6, week 7, be a late season hammer, 20 plus points per game later on in the season. Dalvin Cook as well is a guy who doesn't really stay healthy. Like, he's a guy who has missed outside of last year. He has never played an entire season without getting hurt, right? So last year he played 17 games. Before that, 13, 14, 11. There's a chance that at some point he gets hurt. Breece Hall then like sort of emerges from there. And it's all to say, I wouldn't draft Breece Hall in the 3rd round after the Dalvin Cook signing. But again, it pretty much just limits his median outcome where in terms of like what we can realistically expect, but the ceilings and the floor are pretty similar to what they were before, and that's really what we're drafting for with these running backs in the middle round. So if he falls to like the late 4th, early 5th, I'll be all over it. Again, I'm still really big on the ceiling of what he can be down the stretch this year. And the floor is still the same, where the ACL is an issue, and that hinders him the entire season. So it's still a similar bet for me. Like when we look on Underdog, and I'll pull up Underdog here in a second, of where his ADP is right now, I don't know how much further down I can put him, really. Like I already felt like his price was kind of wrong. So like if we look here, this is where his price is, Breece Hall. He is pick 33 right now. I can go Gibbs, Debo, Lamar, Keenan Allen, and then that's kind of it. Like I would still prefer him to not Najee. As much as Breece Hall, like the thing about Dalvin Cook too is Dalvin Cook's going to be eating into the between the 20s like grinder work, which isn't a huge deal. It's not like he's taking away the high value touches like the goal line, red zone, 2-minute drill, third down stuff. Like Dalvin Cook has never been an amazing pass catcher, so I still am not really all that scared about that. Like Najee Harris has a guy who's going to be eating into pass catching stuff. Travis Etienne is also like I don't see Dalvin Cook as a bigger threat than say like a Tank Bigsby with ETN. So I'm still would be fine drafting like this late 4th area, like right around here. Like once like Hopkins, Fields, Burrow is on the board, it'd be interesting to see where his ADP settles, but it does seem like he's going to fall to the 5th round, fall very far. And at that point, I'll be all in on him. Now, I haven't been reading the chat because I kind of just wanted to do a bit of a dialogue there, and I'm not sure what you guys are on about. I mean, he got money in terms of $7 million, but that was less than what he wanted. That was less than what Dalvin Cook wanted. Then on top of that, we've seen players get shelled out. Like Kenny Golladay has been shelled out a ton of money. You've seen running backs get a good chunk of change. You've even seen running backs not get a good chunk of change and perform like a guy like James Conner. He's not somebody that I'm all that scared of in terms of like team investment or anything like that. I don't think it's a big indictment on Breece. I think it's just simply they want a running back who is capable until Breece Hall is ready to go. I will say we also had the Ezekiel Elliott signing, which I kind of have less concrete thoughts about the Ezekiel Elliott signing, where he's not great for Ramondre Stevenson, but it's likely a situation again where I'm really only drafting these early round running backs for upside, and I don't think Zeke or Dalvin Cook hinders the upside of either one. So like wherever Ramondre's price settles, where I imagine it'll be like the 3-4 turn, I'll probably be in on at that price. I imagine Zeke is just like Zeke has been inefficient. He's really only just been propped up by volume predicated on being paid a ton of money by Jerry Jones. That same investment's no longer there. He hasn't been efficient. Maybe I guess he mixes it on the goal line, and he could be really annoying for Ramondre, but the upside of catching passes and being a monster is still there for Ramondre. So if he falls to like the 4th, I'll probably take him. But if he is still like an early 3rd, I will pass on Ramondre. But again, like 4th round, I would have no interest in him. I think that the take for me is just it's tough to give concrete takes right now until we get new updated prices on these guys, but I did want to stay my piece. It'll actually be very interesting to hop into one of these underdog drafts here and see where these players go. Now, of course, if you are new to Underdog Fantasy, make sure you check it out. Promo code RON, and they will match your deposit up to $100. I have a link in the description, the live chat, the comment section down below. You click it, it takes you to Underdog Fantasy. It'll use my promo code RON. It'll match your deposit up to $100. You can hop in here and get some drafts going for 2023. It's a best ball draft. You don't have to set lineups. You don't have to do anything. The app is amazing. It's sleek. It's perfect. I use it when I'm going on walks and just trying to get drafts in. And they do have the puppy, man. I'm telling you, if you are new to Underdog Fantasy, the puppy is the way to go. $1 million in prizes, just $5 to enter. I wish we could be crushing these again. I still have to make up some ground on BBM, but this thing's already 10% full. It's not going to be around for a while. Make sure you use promo code RON. You will be delighted to get into one of these puppies. Again, they fill very fast. They're perfect for beginners, but they do not last long. We've only had 3 so far. We probably only end up with 4 or 5, and they don't last long. Maybe you check it out. Again, $5 into $200,000. One of the best value, bang for your buck tournaments out there. So make sure you check it out. But we're going to hop into a BBM here. If you want to hop in, just press the button at the same time as me. We're going to press it in 3, 2, 1, boom. You said Jets signing Cook is bearish for Hall's health. You reckon? No. I just address that, and I don't think it is. I think it's just simply depth. I think it says more about how they feel about Zonovan Knight, Abinaconda, whatever. I think there's a chance that Breece Hall practices before Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook's not even practicing yet because of injury. I think it's really just a win-now move to appease Aaron Rodgers. I don't think that this was done because Breece Hall had a setback or because he's not on schedule. He is on schedule, very much on schedule. I think that he plays week 1, Breece Hall. I just think that they don't want to rush him back, and this was insurance for that. That's what I believe the signing was. I think it's a mistake to think that this signing had anything to do with Breece Hall having a setback or not being ready. I think it was simply just to add a veteran. You know, the Jets want to give Aaron Rodgers, especially after Aaron Rodgers took that pay cut, they needed to make something happen. And, you know, it's a win-now move that looks urgent. You know, of course, a QB is going to like having a new shiny toy. I think it just makes sense from that perspective. But no, I don't think that it says anything about where Dalvin Cook is at in terms of his ACL recovery right now. But how are you guys doing? Like I said, I wasn't keeping up with chat during that kind of like monologue, so my bad about that. So if you said anything before that, I didn't read it. But I appreciate everybody out here right now. What is it, like 10:30 on a Monday? We got 384 people here. God damn. You guys are going crazy. I will say the high-stakes sites have been tweeting out where these players have been going. So I do want to see if I can find that. I think Tom Kessenich is the guy I might be looking for. Henry would know better than me. Let's see. No, it's not who I'm looking for. I do want to see where he's going in these high-stakes leagues. I've seen some of these guys do it. Let's see. Can I find it? People were showing, like, kind of where he's been going. Okay, yeah. So first RotoWire online championships. Those are the $350 drafts we do. Dalvin Cook went 55th overall. Breece Hall went 63rd. And Ramondre goes 30th. Wow. So Dalvin Cook had an ADP of 86. He goes all the way up to 55th. So Dalvin Cook's going to be like a top 5-6 round pick. Breece Hall at 63rd means he went in the 6th. I imagine in these best ball lobbies on Underdog, he probably ends up as like a 5th. But 5th round Breece Hall, fellas, like if truly across the board Breece Hall is a 5th round pick, I have zero problem. We talked about this with Jacob Sanderson. I have zero problem staking my entire season on 5th round Breece Hall and being at like 30% exposure. I have zero issue with that. I'll take him in the 5th round every time because, again, it hurts Breece Hall, but not enough to have him in the 5th round. I'd probably have him as an early 4th Breece Hall at this point. Again, the floor and the ceiling outcomes haven't really changed. It's really just the base outcome, which we're not really drafting for with running backs early anyways. We're drafting for ceiling outcomes, and Breece Hall's a guy who could go top 5 in 2023 fantasy football drafts, and that's a ceiling you want to chase. Receiving, efficient, everything you sort of want. Ron is August. That is me. I run August. How's the MLB playoff team doing? I'm not sure. Like I said, I just have one that advanced. Also, let me know if you're in this draft. Yeah, and I can confidently say, I know there's old heads out there that don't believe this, but I can confidently say that Breece Hall is a better running back than Dalvin Cook. He is gradually falling off. He's coming off yet another shoulder injury. He dislocates a shoulder every single year. I'm not all that scared. How have you been today? I've been good. Getting some work done. I got a video for you guys coming out after this. Wow, Stevenson went, dude, oh my goodness, we got to get an NFC draft. I really should have hopped in one tonight, huh? I really should have hopped in tonight and tried to take advantage. But it is pretty late. Honestly, tonight's going to be a late night for the boy. I'm going to try and get tomorrow's video outline done and get a head start on some other work. Might even update the rankings on Patreon after these moves. We got a lot of stuff to do. So to be like, we're going to be working late tonight. But I told you guys, it's August. I am August. I will work. Nobody will outwork me in the month of August. I go hard on these streets. I'm as motivated as ever to give you guys the best content possible. I love the game. I love the hustle. I'm out here in these streets. God damn, I was just trying to look. I don't know. There's no shot that I sign up for a high-stakes league tonight, but I would freaking love to. I'm really just looking to see if they have any more tonight. I imagine it's just Yeah, I'm not doing 11:55 p.m. Eastern. There's no shot. You said Hall went 5:11, Stevenson went 3:09. That's interesting. Dalvin went mid-7th. Okay. How do I feel about Najee and Dobbins this year? I don't love Najee. Wow, we are at like 450 people in here. If you're in here, leave a like, subscribe. We're doing an underdog fantasy draft here. We're talking through the Breece Hall news. I will say I should probably talk about things that are actually happening in the draft that we're streaming here, huh? Nothing weird has happened, though. We went CeeDee Lamb at 10. I've been trying to get more of him. Nick Chubb goes in the first round, but that's not really crazy these days. Yeah, pretty cookie cutter across the board. Calvin Ridley in the second round, but that's like been happening a lot more recently. I'd still take Hall late 4th. Yeah, I'd take him early 4th, and I don't think he is going to get there. What are the chances of a rankings update before this weekend? I draft on Sunday. Once Najee Harris and Breece Hall's, or not Najee Harris, my bad, Dalvin Cook and Breece Hall, pretty much I'll have a complete rankings update on Sunday, but I'll definitely update them before then for the Ramondre, Najee, or why do I keep saying Najee, dude? God damn. But you get what I'm saying. I think it's just because I read it in chat, but like the Dalvin Cook, Ezekiel Elliott signings, the updates will be reflected of that before then. I'm just waiting for ADP to settle out so we can sort of get a feel. Why not both? Yeah, it's just it's not open until they don't have one open until 12 a.m. I will say I still don't think I'll do it, but I'm checking FFPC now. I'm checking FFPC. Yeah, the only drafts are at midnight. I'm not doing one. 11:55 p.m. No Sirski. All right, so let's. I don't know what I'm gonna do about I don't know what I'm going to do about Breece Hall here, but we'll see what happens. We're gonna take Gibbs because Gibbs, we get Detroit, Dallas to CeeDee Lamb. I've been wanting to take more Gibbs recently. Again, this is the spot where I would consider Breece. Like, I can really only confidently say I would take Debo and Lamar over him. I think I would still take Breece over all of these running backs. I think Christian Watson and Judy is where it gets really close for me. And I don't want to be the fish that takes Breece first in this room. So I feel like he's going to fall much more. I want to see if anybody is anybody showing screenshots of Breece Hall in a BBM, because I kind of want to take a stab. Unless this guy lets me take Debo here, then I'll happily just take Debo. Let's see. I would love if anybody posted a BBM screenshot of where he's been going. And he goes Debo. Am I a fish for taking Breece here? I would love to take Breece. But I kind of want to see how far he falls. We're going to take Judy and just see how far he falls. I think Breece Hall would have been a fine pick there, but I want to see how far he falls. Let's see. I want to let the room decide how far he goes, because I would have been fine taking him there, but I know ADP is going to have him a lot further than that, and we'll get values later. Yeah. Oh my God, we have 500 people in here. This is easily a channel record, fellas. I appreciate it. Shout out Dalvin Cook for bringing some juice to the stream. I imagine a lot of people want to hear my thoughts on that. I will say, I'll make sure when this post goes live, I put timestamps in so you guys can see where my I guess you want to call it monologue, where I kind of talk through them, but I'll have that sectioned out for the guys who listen back to this. But yeah, Breece Hall ends up going mid-4th, which is where I would take him. Again, where I took Judy here, I would have no problem taking Breece, but I'm curious to see where his ADP shifts out. I will say Underdog is so sharp that I think Breece Hall probably remains he probably goes late 4th, Breece Hall. And at that price, I'll be scooping him up a ton. And I think home leagues, probably more like a 5th. But we'll see. It's going to be very interesting to see where these guys fall. Ramondre didn't really fall at all in this draft, though. This guy still took him early 3rd. So he's not really phased, I guess. Gibbs or Ramondre? I think Gibbs for me. Right now. Yeah, leave a like on the stream, especially if I answer your question or anything. Leave a like, helps the boy out a ton. You said at the time that you try to get a comment in the stream popping. Hey, man. We're out here in these streets. Yeah, people were saying take Brees. Yeah, exactly. I wanted to let him fall for the experiment. Just for the experiment. I like him. You got to do a high-stakes draft today for the boys. 500 people watching. Should we go crazy and do a draft? I don't know. I don't know that, I don't know that you guys will stick around if I do a high-stakes draft. I could be talked into doing a high-stakes draft because we have so many damn people in here. But, dude, it would start at midnight. Like I said, I had other things I wanted to do tonight. Like, I was going to work super late. We would be drafting until, like, 1:30. I don't think it's the play. I don't think it's the play. You said Hall went 45, 34, 44. Okay. If his ADP settles out in the 40s, I'll be taking him in as many drafts as I can, man. I'll be taking him in as many drafts as I can. So this is your puppy draft, Brock. You will all stay tuned. You guys want me to? People are saying do it. 200 likes and you got to do high stakes. Damn, you're saying NFC already sold out their... I thought I just saw... I thought I just was on the site and I saw 11 p.m. The night owl, if you will. People really want a high stakes, huh? Trust me, I would like to. It'd be a lot of fun. We'll take Lockett here and see what gets back to us. Let's see. Should sign up for the NFFC tomorrow at 8 p.m. People want it tonight. But, fellas, the only time is it's 11:55 is the next one. 11:55. You guys are going to stay until 11:55 and then watch that all the way through? I don't know, fellas. Like, and it's at 0 out of 12 on there. Probably have to be an FFPC thing. Let's see real quick. I will say if... I doubt there's a main event open tonight. Yeah, there's not. Let's think. Man, I was hoping for Kittle to make it back to us. I hate all these options. Let's go Marquise Brown. We're just going to hammer wide receivers. People really want a high-stakes stream, huh? All right, there's one last hope, but I'm saying probably not, fellas. I hate to be that guy. I hate to be a brake pusher. I know there's a lot of gas in here. But, fellas, this would be pretty wild. This would be pretty wild. It'd be a great way to capitalize on 500 viewers in here and go crazy. Let's think. We could do a crazy high-stakes one, too, if it starts earlier than freaking... What's the other one? It's not... We have the... RotoWire Online, the prime time. What's... Nothing. Yeah, I'm going to call it off. We've been doing too many high stakes recently, too. I know a lot of you guys want me to do it, but I really only had time to hop on here for a BBM. Again, I have to write tomorrow's outline because I was a little bit behind today. 250 likes. Ron, please do a high stakes. Like you said, 500 stream record, you got to celebrate with a high stakes. Dude. If we do a high stakes, dude, like, I'm going to be beat. I don't know what to do. I am a sucker for peer pressure. I am a sucker for peer pressure, but fellas, it's already 11 p.m. We'd have to likely like hop into, dude. This would be what we're already been streaming for 30 minutes. Stream wouldn't wrap up until like 2 a.m. Man, so this would be like a 3-hour stream, fellas. Sharma, you've been banned. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, man. Just chill with the spamming, fellas. Like, I'll get to things, I promise. All right, let's think. I could ask for an outrageous like goal. It's not that I can't stay up. It's that, like... It's not that I can't stay up. It's that, like, the plan was to do this post today's video. I also have to post today's video. I'm not sure. Let's think. I think we're going to go QJ here. This is a lot of wide receivers that we're taking. But they're continuously the best value on the board. We might just end up with, like, 6 or 7. I don't have to drop a video till like Friday or Saturday. The channel growth wouldn't be great there. Start one now. The issue is the issue is that there isn't. Oh my god, I've been reading so much of the chat. So we're gonna go Swift here. God damn, I'm finding this entire draft reading through. I don't know, man. Nah, y'all calling me Mr. Fraudgus now? Let's think. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find anything that's, like, reasonable. Like, it would be another hour away, and then that draft would take 2 hours. Like, that, it's really tough. It's really tough. I had to get some stuff done tonight. I could possibly give you one tomorrow. Yeah, the issue, really what it comes down to is we got so many freaking people in here that I'm like, God damn it. God damn it. There's so many people in here that I really should do something. Let's think. Yeah, really the only option would be 11:55 high stakes. You do 11:55 high stakes, but man, that would take a freaking minute, dude. I've made the final decision to chill. Could do an underdog, big dog. I don't think I even have enough money loaded in the account right now. I don't think that they have the underdog, big dog available anymore. I think it probably closed. Am I wrong there? Yeah, I hate to let the people down. Here. I'm a man of the people. If it wasn't Monday night and I was already behind on I want to be a man of the people. I want to be a hero. I want to be a hero, but I'm not sure. Now, the high stakes draft would be 60-second clock. And it would take forever. Sign up for the NFC 8 p.m. tomorrow. We'll all come back. Henry, I know you'll come back, but a good chance that won't. The thing I'm debating right now is there's 3 spots open in the 11:55 on FFPC. I'm looking at it. I'm giving it a real look, but again, we have an hour to kill till then. I have to then post a video. I'm scared. I'm gonna if I stop drafting to post this video, people are gonna tune out. We're gonna lose momentum, and I'm gonna be stuck doing this high stakes draft and be like, damn, I want to die. Dude, everyone wants a high stakes stream. I see more likes than that. I see 194 likes, which is pretty crazy, to be honest. I've been crazy distracted. I haven't even really been focusing on this draft. We'll take a random Anthony Richardson here. I do want to give the people what they want. This is a FFPC draft. FFPCs are 60 seconds. All right, so let's take... We'll take a one-off... Take a one-off Fryermuth here. Take a poll in the live stream. All right, I don't know. I'll do a poll. So I'm trying to see. I am curious to see. I mean, like, the whole point of doing this stream was to see where these guys went. So Ramondre went 26. You had Brees Hall 43rd. I think Zeke and so where did Dalvin Cook go here? Has he gone yet, Dalvin Cook? Okay, so he went 94th. So that's not even that high for Dalvin Cook. It's actually kind of a steal. I maybe should have been looking at Dalvin Cook. I was spending so much time reading the comments. Yeah, you guys are all frauds. It's just the loudest. It's just the loudest ones that are saying they're going to stay. Fellas, I promise if it was like a Thursday or something, I would fire one up, but it's Monday, and again, I'm behind on work. Like, I literally streamed with you guys on Saturday. I was pre-gaming for my buddy's birthday. And that took a lot out of me. I'm gonna be honest. That took a lot out of me. I'm behind already. I have to stay up. I have to stay up and finish writing tomorrow videos outline. So it's a lot going on. I would love to, right? Like, you guys are going crazy. We had 500 people in here at one point, but there's just no way to. There's no way to do it. It just can't be tonight, fellas. It just can't be. You had a possibly option. That's what I'm saying. Everybody in the chat saying that they wanna see it, but I'm telling you, the poll tells a different story. Don't get me wrong. I would love to. I would, but it's like if I wasn't behind right now, I'd be all right. I'd be all right doing a spontaneous one, or if there was a more favorable time slot to do it. Let's do Elijah Mitchell here. I know you guys want one. It's tough, dude. 11:55. It'll wrap up. It'll wrap up like 2 a.m. 1:30, and then I would still have to work on a video outline. I would love to. I promise I would love to. You guys can wait till tomorrow. You guys, now I feel bad. Now I feel bad. But it's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I know you guys want me to, but I think it's fine. People want an encore draft. You guys make me feel like such a bitch, bro. Like I just wanted to get I just wanted a little quick stream, talk about some of the news, head out, post tomorrow's video, or post tonight's video, work on tomorrow's video, and now all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. Now I look like the asshole. All right, let's go, Russ. No, it's all good. It's not a big deal. I'm even gonna make time, dude. I'm even gonna make time to we're gonna stream. So down the shore. This kid Mike Pell. He's actually in my home league. He's the man. He's gonna be down the shore with us. I'm gonna figure out a way. I'm gonna be down the shore Friday night, Saturday night, and then come back Sunday. I'm gonna get all the work. Like, that's why I'm already behind, fellas. Like, again, I'm leaving for my live drafts that we're filming and making a video of Friday night, getting down there night early, and then we're filming the draft and everything. I'm still gonna find a way to stream on that Saturday, and I'm still going to find a way to get all my work done on Friday to have videos for you guys that weekend. So I'm already kind of working overtime this week. But I will say, like, Thursday night, we're probably gonna do a pretty long stream Thursday night. So stick around for that. All of that's coming. I've been spoiling you guys with high stakes drafts as well, fellas. We did what? We did one on Sunday, and then we did one on Friday as well. I'm already at 8 leagues that I've streamed all of them for. So yeah, I've been spoiling you guys. We're gonna do more, I promise. It's tough. Dalvin just went in the 4th on RT and Brees in the 5th. God damn. It's not even that I want to get like, fellas, I'm going to be working until like 3 a.m. tonight. Like, I already know that. That was the issue. I'm working until 3 a.m. tonight, and if I do this stream until 2, then I'm like, I no longer can get the work done that I had scheduled for after this stream. Never give crowds options. Well, that's why I did a poll, because I knew it was just the loudest guys who wanted to do it. And I mean, it's like 60-40. It's like 60. It's essentially 60% of 154 are the guys. And trust, I love you guys. You guys are psychos, right? People would be watching if I did it, but I think that we would really lose steam here. And we're already losing steam. We're already down to 420. You coming to LBI or what? No, we're going to like Seaside, Point Pleasant area. Don't succumb to this peer pressure, dude. I'll succumb to peer pressure, dude. I'm a victim to peer pressure, and that's why you guys almost got me. You guys almost got me. I promise you guys almost got me. It's supposed to be fun, man. No stress, brother. I know, like, it really doesn't matter a ton. You guys know I'll get I don't know. I just get in my bag over nothing, dude. Full of NPCs. Yeah, Zeke is still... Oh, Zeke just went. I would have loved to go Zeke. We need that brain of yours to stay fresh. Fantasy is horseshit. Dude, it's a lot of lineups to set, Randy. I think we're going to probably... I'm planning for somewhere between 15 to 20 high stakes. And then plus, like, my home league, subscriber league. We're talking probably, like... I'm like getting nauseous thinking about it, but probably somewhere in the probably around 20 redraft leagues, managed type of leagues. Can you make the video while you live stream it and then cut it to it for people who weren't there? I already recorded it. I recorded it before I went live here. I just have to post I just have to get the thumbnail and the title and stuff. So that, like, the issue is too is if I did this after this draft, there would be like a 20-minute down period of me like silently like typing away and like making I guess we'll go Mingo. Alright, so we really need to think about this team. I've been doing so much nonsense that I don't even know what I'm doing. So I think we're gonna go with like probably a 3-5-7-3 build and get really thin at running back. Actually, we're gonna probably get pretty skinny here and force one of the onesies to be just 2. You made a poll of high stakes drafts and had more after you were just flaking. I mean, it's 58% yes, man. It's like half of you guys don't even really want it. If the poll was like 85% yes, I probably would have sent it. Or like 90% yes, I probably would have sent it. Or if it was like a weekend or something, I probably would have sent it. No, we need running back. Should we just take a falling Chagosium? I don't even like Chagosium, but he's falling here. Let's take him. Why not? Like this entire time, I've been battling with you guys in chat. It's not a big deal. But like we completely missed out on like where Ezekiel Elliott went, but he went in the 13th round there. Like we should have maybe taken him over. Maybe I should have taken him over Russell Wilson there. But yeah, I don't know. It's tough. No, I promise I'll get you guys. Dude, we're gonna have a lot of high stakes drafts this summer, man. You guys have already had 8, and it's August 14th, dude. Tell me who else is doing that? Who else has streamed 8 managed leagues? Everyone out here streaming best ball, all of that. You know, sleeper mock drafts. You know, $350 times 8. You do the math. Didn't even make a fucking dent. No, I'm playing. I don't got it like that, but I can justify it because it's content. You said Ronnie got peer pressure to smoke it, so don't succumb to it. Oh my god, it's hilarious. I think we all did in high school, man. We got Genji in here. What's going on, my boy? When you have that many players, that many teams, how do you even watch football and cheer for a player because you have all of them and are playing against all of them? It's actually hilarious, dude. It's actually hilarious, man. So all of these leagues are $350, right? And if I'm being honest with you, when I'm watching Red Zone, like the one that I care about the most is my $50 buy-in league with my hometown buddies. Like that is still my main league. So above all else, I'm rooting for that team, and everything else is kind of background noise. How do you feel about Devin A-Chain? This guy Mike Pell is trying to get some info on me before our live draft on Saturday. But I do like A-Chain. He's a fun rookie with a lot of juice. Mostert and Jeff Wilson aren't good either. Yeah, well, I'm actually, I think that's something, again, I have so much stuff I have to do tonight. I'm ordering all of, the last-second equipment and stuff for the draft party on Saturday. Probably going to send out a Patreon email to all the patrons about a potential subscriber league. Finishing tomorrow's video's outline, posting tonight's video. I promise I have a lot on the to-do list for tonight, reason why I can't get to things. You said, what the hell? Thank you for the super chat, Robin. 12-team half PPR, quarterback, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, tight end, 2 flex. I had the 103, keeping Cup in my second-round pick. Who would you take? Chase, kept by someone. Jefferson, C-Mac, likely will be drafted. Probably Tyreek for me. Probably Tyreek there. Having Tyreek and Cup would be pretty monstrous. Does Ron like cryptocurrency? I mean, I have some Bitcoin, but I'm not a crypto bro. They're in the 92. Yeah, we got heads in here. We had heads earlier on too. I think the Brees news is kind of jumping the stream. How did the Bears and Jets do this season? I think the Jets do okay. I think the Bears do better than you might think they'll do. Let's go. Let's go Kenny Pickett. Why not? Kenny Pickett, top of the board. We'll get him in there. Boom. Now we're at 3 QBs. We're cutting it real thin at running back, but I think the only way this team works, I probably shouldn't have drafted as many wide receivers as we did. This probably needed to be a 6 wide receiver team. But we're kind of going to treat this like Gibbs being our hero RB and just get really thin here. It's not super, super ideal, but I think it works. We have 0 stacks with Quentin or with Anthony Richardson, but it doesn't really move the needle much for me. All right. We have to take a running back on this next pick, probably. Any of these? So Jelani Woods could be our last round pick, and we need a running back here. Kareem Hunt, Gus Edwards. We have Miami, Carolina. All right, so we're gonna go Hubbard here. Yeah, let's go Hubbard. Gonna cut it real thin at running back here. But that's kind of what we do here. How much winnings did you take down last year? I posted a video on it. If you look up, like, reviewing my teams, Ron Stewart, it'll come up. But we took down 5th place in one of these $350 leagues in, like, this overall tournament, and we got, like, 12.5K out of it. I think pretty much, I did the math. I think that we spent somewhere, like, in the 10K range. We pretty much, like, doubled. We turned, like, 10K into 20K last year across Dynasty, Redraft, Best Ball, everything. Which is pretty good. I mean, it sounds pretty crazy, but last year our biggest win was 12.5K. This year I want a 25K or better win. We'll see. Tough to do that consistently, but I would love it. Homies just hit different, I agree. What's the best live draft food? I'm not sure. Do you guys have any recommendations? I think I might just DoorDash a bunch of shit to the house for the draft party. Stream's only at 35 likes. I'm telling you, I think it's a glitch, fellas, because it says 227 likes for me, and I'll take that all day, man. Yeah, exactly. Over 200 likes. Yeah, you guys have been going crazy. Breezy's discount furthers. Yum. Yes, I agree, dude. He's going to be going. I mean, he went in this draft. I picked 43. And we'll service the audio listeners here. I've been lacking on the podcast feed. I have in the description, there's links to, like, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play. That's something else I'm going to do tonight. Like, again, I have a bunch of stuff on the to-do list that I'm going to fix tonight. I have to update the podcast feed. But for all the audio listeners out there, I put all these streams and all these videos on the podcast feed. We went from the 10 spot in a BBM. We went CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Adams, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jerry Jeudy. Breece Hall goes 43rd. We go Lockett, Marquise Brown, Quentin Johnston, DeAndre Swift. Dalvin Cook goes 94th in the 8th round. We go Anthony Richardson, Freiermuth, Elijah Mitchell. We go Russell Wilson. We go Jonathan Mingo. Ezekiel Elliott goes in the 13th round. We go Okonkwo, Kenny Pickett, Chuba Hubbard. And then, also we had Ramondre Stevenson didn't really go much later than he usually does, but he went 26th. So that is a recap of what we just saw. I appreciate everybody that's in here, dude. Like, this has been a crazy stream. Like, this is easily our craziest stream we've ever had. Like, I think that our previous high was, like, somewhere in the 350s. We hit, like, 500 at the peak here. Appreciate everyone that came out here. You guys are the best. We got Lake Duchesne in here. What's going on, my boy? How high do you think Jahan Dotson will finish? I could see top 24. I think his median outcome is probably. I think his upside is probably top 24, and his median is probably like wide receiver 3-ish, a wide receiver 3-ish. Ridley could easily fall to the 305 in a home league. Easily. I've gotten him in the 4th round in some of those high-stakes drafts. All right, so we are now up here. Should we take Kareem Hunt just as a super crazy value? I'm going to take Malik Davis. Malik Davis, get some more Dallas to Detroit correlation. Or Dallas versus Detroit correlation in Week 17. We'll take Jelani Woods on this way back just to get a little piece stacked Anthony Richardson there. And call it a day. It's not my best draft. I was kind of spending a lot of this draft talking about Breece Hall and the Dalvin Cook stuff, and then also responding to comments about potentially doing a high-stakes draft, which is no problem. I get why you guys wanted me to do one. But this is not what I'm trying to say, this is not my favorite team of all time, not by a long shot. Now, we could go Jelani Woods. And I guess we will go Jelani Woods, though I am very tempted to go Mayer. I've decided we're going Mayer. We don't need a pass. I think Richardson's one of those guys you don't need a pass-catching option, and I'd rather the guy on the other side of his Week 17 matchup. Now, you could absolutely hate that pick, but Mayer's a guy that I want a lot of this year. What else is in here? Monrosh DoorDash, can you at least make some authentic guacamole? Yeah. Come on now. I agree, man. I agree. We're going to see Dalvin completely push him down. Like, I would take Dalvin Cook in the early 4th. I talked about it earlier. I had a hard time. People will watch back in the stream. I had a hard time passing on Breece Hall for Jerry Jeudy here. Like, once Gibbs, Lamar, DJ Moore, or not even DJ Moore, but once Gibbs, Lamar, Debo are off the board, and it comes down to like Jeudy, Christian Watson versus Breece versus Najee Harris and Travis Etienne, I like Brees, especially in a best ball contest where you want those guys who are going to be like beasts down the stretch. Brees is a guy, I think I would take him in the early fourth. I think that's probably where I'm going to end up having him in rankings. And the reason why, I mean, you guys have seen, I mean, through 8 high-stakes redraft managed leagues, I haven't taken Brees Hall in one league yet. I think we're about to get a lot. I think we're about to get a lot of Brees Hall this offseason, fellas. Like I said, if he settles in as a 4th-round ADP or like a 4-5 turn guy, I'm completely fine staking my entire season on Brees Hall. I'll stake it all on Brees Hall. I do not care. Yep, exactly. No ACL. Brees Hall is a top 8 pick, and he's likely a top 5 redraft pick next year. Do your league mates in your hometown tease you for making YouTube videos? No, they don't. Actually, it's pretty cool, man. I mean, there's a couple dudes that were non-believers at first, not in my home league, but just guys I knew around town that thought I was being pretty dumb for not going back to college and kind of focusing on this stuff. But you'd be surprised, man. 99% of friends and family have been like the most supportive of all time, especially the guys that are like the people in my home league will like pop in this chat all the time. Like I showed earlier, like Mike Pell and Undrafted Fantasy is a guy in my home league as well. A lot of these guys really nice guys. Super supportive. Yeah, like I said, Mike Pell, like a lot of them pop into streams and like support and stuff. It's really cool. Yeah, there's Mike Pell. So Brees Hall went 57 in your puppy 3. My goodness. You said you actually like this team? Huh. I'm glad you do. Let's sort of break the team down for a second here, huh? So I think, yeah, so we're at 97 BBM. So we're actually on a really good pace right now. All right, so here's the final team, 3-5-7-3. We went really light at running back, but it's kind of like a what am I trying to say? It's like a hero RB team, but our hero RB is Jahmyr Gibbs in the 3rd round. So it's actually pretty fun. Gibbs, Swift, Elijah Mitchell, Chuba Hubbard, Malik Davis. Our QBs are Andy Richardson, Russell Wilson, Kenny Pickett. We have Richardson stacked to nobody, but we have Week 17 correlation with Devontae Adams and Michael Mayer down here. We have Russell Wilson stacked to Judy with Quentin Johnson as a nice bringback there. We have Kenny Pickett stacked to Freiermuth with Lockett as a bringback. So all of our guys are correlated. We're a little thin at running back, but you kind of have to shoot for that upside anyways. I love our wide receivers here. It's a solid team. It's not my favorite team of all time, but it is fun. You have some Detroit-Dallas correlation as well. Solid squad all around. Weird builds, a little bit out of character, but I think those are kind of the fun ones to mess around with. Yeah, pick 57 is crazy, dude. We're going to get some wild values on Brees. You said that story hits home personally, bro. Some of the haters at the beginning, but a lot of support. Yeah, exactly, man. It's really cool, dude. I pulled up to the I have a buddy of mine. I didn't sell a ton of merch, but I sold them to like a lot of my buddies around town and a lot of guys who are like core Patreon supporters. We might do another round of merch here soon. But I pulled up to this bar on Saturday. I told you guys we were like pre-gaming or whatever. And I ran into my buddy randomly, and he was actually wearing the merch. He was wearing the basement shirt. Like a lot of my buddies wear it out to bars. Like it is, you'd be surprised, man. Again, early on when I like chose YouTube over going to school, there were a couple guys who thought I was being an idiot. But again, like 99% of the people, really nice, supportive, want to see me win, support, buy the merch, pop out to live streams. It's really cool. Are you planning on going to any Jets games this year? Right now, I would really like to go to the Monday night opener, and I would really like to go to the Black Friday game versus the Dolphins. Those are the two that I'm eyeing up. But it really just depends on like how much work gets in the way. Ron, you ever have inspirations to do TV in the future, my guy? I'm not sure. Probably not. TV doesn't really appeal to me anymore because I don't think that people really consume like live TV very much. But when I was a young kid, man, I wanted to be on TV so bad. Like my first memories of like watching sports and being a huge football fan was at some point in my childhood, cartoons every morning before school became Mike and Mike in the morning and like Sports Center. And like ever since then, I wanted to be, like Greenberg and Berman and all of those guys. But then you eventually find out that, I mean, ESPN was a behemoth back then. In my eyes, they've fallen off content-wise a lot since that like 2010s like ESPN radio type of run with a lot of those legends. And it's like ESPN's not even that really appealing these days. Like they just let go a lot of really talented dudes. Like I think they let go like McShay, which is like insane to me. So yeah, no aspirations to do TV at this point. When I was growing up, that's all I wanted. But then you also realize like you could go to the best school, do journalism for like 4 years, and even then, you're probably never going to be on TV in a meaningful role. So building your own platform, starting it on YouTube, it was honestly kind of the perfect crossroads there, where I'm young, I've consumed YouTube my entire life, and then just you can just build your own sports platform. You can have your own Mike and Mike on YouTube, which is pretty cool. Better to do 2 BBMs or 10 puppies. Honestly, 10 puppies. You're gonna try and watch the Broncos versus Jets. Are you live on Sunday mornings? During the season, I'm live on Sunday mornings for the Patreon. Patreon.com/Ron Stewart. That was me with NFL Network. Yeah, I used to watch them too. I remember like Michael Fabiano was a guy that I would when they would have like their NFL Fantasy Live or whatever. Yeah, it is crazy that ESPN is for casuals now. Dude, ESPN used to be so much better than it is right now. It's crazy. Jet Giant game. The only issue is like the Sunday games just are logistics wise are really tough. Like the reason why I'm eyeing up those games is because the Monday night, the opener is on a Monday night, which is really good for me, right? Because again, Sunday I'm running around doing a lot of work before games start. And then the Dolphins game is Black Friday, so that's not a busy day for me at all. So that's really all it comes down to. I would love to go to Jets Giants, and maybe I will try and find time to get there. When do they play? August 29th at 1 p.m. See, that's freaking brutal. Yeah, 1 p.m. start time when I'm setting lineups and doing a stream until 1 p.m. is tough. Now, of course, I could, move some things around and figure it out. It's just easier for me to pick the games that aren't that. We'll see. You said, you see Kenny Beecham, and that's what, King of the Fourth Quarter or something like that? That's true. Kind of doing this, man, these YouTube guys going to notice. Yeah. That is pretty sweet. But I appreciate you guys all coming out here. Again, or actually I'll show you guys. The puppy is out. You want to make sure you get in on these puppies. They don't last long. They're $5 to enter, $200,000 to first place. They are the perfect beginner tournament entry for any of you guys that are new to Underdog Fantasy. So, of course, if you are new, make sure you check out Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code RON. They will match your deposit up to $100. I have a link in the description, the live chat, the comment section down below. You click it, takes you there, uses promo code RON. It matches your deposit up to $100. And you can hop in the Puppy 3, which is a best ball contest, $5 to enter. You have your best ball weeks 1 through 14. You draft your team. There's no trades. There's no waivers. It sets the best lineup possible for you every single week. From the weeks 1 through 14, the top 2 teams advance, and what it becomes is a week 15, week 16, week 17, pretty much tournament of champions, where all of the best teams from every league duke it out there, and first place gets $200,000, and it's a really cool way to spend $5 and have pretty crazy upside at that price point. So again, Underdog Fantasy, promo code RON. Appreciate you guys coming out here. This was the craziest stream we've ever had. I hope that we top it again at some point this summer. I would have loved to do something crazy like a high stakes after this, but like I said earlier, I'm doing some last-minute planning for the draft party. Like, it's 11:30 p.m. Eastern on a Monday night, and I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to post a video. I'm going to order a bunch of stuff for the live draft on Saturday, finish tomorrow's outline, figure out some Patreon scheduling stuff with, like, subscriber leagues and stuff. So we're going to be working till, like, 3 a.m. tonight. I promise. It's August. I am August. Nobody is working harder than me. Nobody wants it more than I do in August. I am August. I appreciate all of you guys that came out here. You guys are the best. I truly, truly do love you guys. Again, every single day, we're going to be streaming drafts from today through week 1 kickoff. Make sure you stick around. Make sure you tune in. I don't know when we're going to be live tomorrow, but we will be live tomorrow. I appreciate you guys, and I will see y'all. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? All right. I'll see you guys. I love you guys. I'll see y'all in the next one.